Hello Tamers, and it's time to test out the Ragna Lord and Jesmon start decks. Do note that although I'm only using the start deck cards for this match, I have modified the recipes to better showcase their mechanics. Now let's see who goes first. It's a draw. And Jesmon has the first move. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatching, Gurimon. It evolves into Candlemon. Then into Meramon for 1 cost. Turn over. Hatching, Sakutomon. Evolves into Chikurimon. Then Zubaigermon for 2 cost. Turn over. Meramon is kept in the raising area. Then for 3 cost, the new Justimon Blanc will be played to the field. On play, you may trash 1 card in your hand to draw 2 cards. So trashing 1 copy of Jesmon to draw. Turn over. Zubaigermon is kept in the raising area and for 3 cost evolves into RagnaLordmon. Turn over. Meramon is kept in the raising area and for 3 cost evolves into Skull Meramon. Turn over. RagnaLordmon is kept in the raising area and now the time has come. For 3 cost, slashing through the darkness, RagnaLordmon will evolve into the ultimate sword of the Legend Arms, Durandamon. 1 draw and turn over. Skull Meramon is kept in the raising area still, and for 2 cost, Candlemon is played. Turn over. And of course, Durandamon emerges and goes for security. First with Zubaiger's Inheritable. On attack, if you have a Legend Arms or Black Digimon in play, delete 1 opposing Digimon with 3k DP or less. Justimon Blanc is removed. And then, Duranda's own on attack. Reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. You may play 1 Digimon with a play cost 7 or less and Legend Arms and its traits from among them at no cost. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Here we go. First, second, still no Legend Arms, third, and there we go. Ludomon is now played for free. First, with Sakutomon's Inheritable, during your turn, once per turn, when you play another Legend Arms Digimon by an effect, gain 1 memory. And since the Digimon played is Ludomon, the gacha continues. On play, you may place this Digimon under one of your other Legend Arms or Red Digimon as the bottom evolution card to reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a Legend Arms Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less, you may play it at no cost and add the remaining cards to your hand. So now, Ludomon will jump into Durandamon's evolution source. I'll place him over here to reveal the top card. But unfortunately, it is a Briwe Ludramon with play cost 11, so instead of being called for free, it is simply added to the hand. But since Ludo entered Duranda's source, it activates its second effect. During your turn, once per turn, when one of your effects places an evolution card under this Digimon gets plus 3k DP and security attack plus 1 for the turn. So it is now striking for 14k, 2 checks. Here we go. First check, Hakumon, trashed. Second check, Oz Generics. One of the scariest option cards in the Jesmon start deck. On security, gain 1 memory and add this card to your hand. So Durandamon loses 1 memory and this is added to Jesmon's hand. Next, for 5 cost, Tia Ludomon is played. On play, it can hop into the evolution source of your Legend Arms or Red Digimon in order to give one of your Digimon reboots until your opponent's next turn ends. So now, Tia Ludomon will hop into Durandamon's source as well. And with that, Durandamon gains reboots until Jesmon's next turn ends. Turn over. During the active phase, Durandamon unsuspends with reboots, draw, and Skull Meramon moves out. And of course, for 4 cost, he will evolve into the rising upstart of the fabled Royal Knights, Jesmon. 1 draw. And with that, Jesmon goes for the attack. On attack, he can play a Sistermon from the hand at no cost, so another copy of Justimon Blanc is played. And again, with her on play, Solarmon can be trashed for 2 draw, triggering Jesmon's third effect. During your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon by an effect, this Digimon gets plus 3k and security attack plus 1 for the turn, so Jesmon rises to 15k DP. And with Gurimon's Inheritable, since Jesmon currently has 2 or more Digimon in play, this rises to a further 16k, which means he can cut right through RagnaLordmon. Here we go. First check, Duramon, trashed. Second check, another Duramon, trashed. Man, it is not good to see that many level 5s in Ragna Lord secured. Then, for 7 cost, Jesmon will play the option card, Quake, Blast, Fire, Father. Although they don't have a black Digimon in play, this option card can be used without meeting color requirements if you have a Digimon with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits. On main, delete one opposing Digimon with a play cost of 13 or less. Durandamon is only a play cost 11, so it is now deleted. Turn over, draw, hatching, Sakutomon. Now Ragna is in trouble because they only have 3 security left, but Jess has potentially 4 damage the next turn. First, Kotemon is played on the field for 2 cost. Being a black Digimon, it can evolve into Tialudomon for 2 cost. Then at 3 cost, it evolves into Duramon. With this, Ragna Lord has successfully set up a blocker on his field. Next, Sakutomon will evolve into Zubamon, and now, Duramon's effect will come into play. During your turn, when this Digimon would evolve into a Legend Arms or Black Digimon, reduce the evolution cost by 1. So for only 3 cost, Duramon will evolve into the ultimate shield of the Legend Arms, Briwe Ludramon. 1 draw. On evolve, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and you may play 1 cost 7 or lower Digimon with Legend Arms in its traits from among them at no cost. Return the remaining to deck bottom in any order. 1, 2, and 3. Since Briwe Ludra is already a blocker from Tia Ludo's Inheritable, there's no need for Ludomon. Zuba Eagermon is played instead. And with Zuba Eagers on play, it can hop into your Legend Arms or Black Digimon's evolution source to delete an opposing Digimon with 5k or less DP. So jumping into Briwe Ludramon's evolution line, Sistermon Blanc is destroyed, erasing Jesmon's Decoy. Not only that, this now triggers Briwe Ludra's first effect. During your turn, once per turn, when a card is placed into this Digimon's evolution source by your own effects, this Digimon cannot be deleted by effects or returned to its owner's hand or deck until the end of your opponent's next turn. And with that, turn over. Active, draw, hatching, Gurimon. It evolves into Huckmon. Now first of course, Jesmon will go for security. With his on attack, the new Sistermon Noir is played, triggering her on play to reveal the top 3 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 card with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits from among them to your hand, and trash the remaining cards. 2 and 3. Another copy of Jesmon is added to the hand, the remaining are trashed. Once again, 2 checks on 16k, Briwe Ludra chooses not to block. First check, it is Briwe Ludra, cut down. Second check, Kodemon, 3k, trashed. For 2 cost, the Huckmon in the raising area will evolve into Bao Huckmon. Then finally, for 3 cost, Solarmon is played onto the field. Turn over. At this moment, Sistermon Noir's effect triggers. During all turns, all of your Digimon with Huckmon in their name or Royal Knights in their trait gain Reboot. So Jesmon unsuspends during the active phase. Draw, and Zubamon has no choice but to move out. Ragna Lord has no choice but to play this. At 3 cost, Ludomon is played directly from the hand. Once again, it hops into the evolution source of Zubamon, turning Zubamon into a blocker. And now, the top card of the deck can be unveiled. If this is a level 5 Legend Arms Digimon, Ragna Lord will get to continue his turn and maybe even perform his signature Jogress to turn the tables. Here we go. The top card of Ragna Lord's deck is this! Another copy of Zubamon, which is now played for free. So I guess we get another roll. First, with Sakutomon, memory +1. And then with Zubamon's on play, it jumps into the bottom of Briwe Ludramon's evolution source. Which means we can once again check top deck for a Direct Smasher! It's not a Legend Arms Digimon, so it is simply added to the hand. So now, there is no way for Ragna Lord to Jogress this turn. But even without Jogress, he can still do this. At 6 cost, the ultimate shield of the Legend Arms will now be called forth by its one true master. Transcending to level 7, Briwe Ludramon will evolve into a half-complete RagnaLordmon. 1 draw. And on evolve, Blitz. But since it didn't evolve by Jogress, it does not get the delete and the security discard. It goes for Jesmon's security. With Zubamon and Zuba Eagermon's Inheritables, 2 opposing Digimon with 3k DP or less can be deleted. Candlemon and Solarmon are demolished. And now, the security attack connects! 3k on Sistermon Blanc, trash. At this moment, Ragna Lord's second effect triggers. During all turns, once per turn, when a card is removed from either player's security, unsuspend this Digimon. So now, as the turn passes over to Jesmon, RagnaLord is prepared to serve as the ultimate guardian. Turn over. Baohakmon moves out. First, of course, Jesmon will attack as usual. With its on attack, another Sistermon Noir is played from the hand. And again, with her on play, 3 cards are revealed. And since the new option card from Master to Disciple has Royal Knights in its trait, it can be added to the hand. With that, Jesmon is once again attacking at 16k for 2 checks. RagnaLord only has 15k DP. He chooses not to block. Final security check for Ragna Lord, and it is Zubamon 1k trashed. But with only 2 attackers left and 2 blockers on RagnaLord's field, Jesmon cannot clinch the game this turn. So first, at 4 cost, Baohakmon will evolve into the blocker Volcanomon. Then at 2 cost, deactivate the option card from Master to Disciple. On main, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 card with Hakmon or Sistermon in its name, or 1 card with Royal Knights in its traits from among them to your hand. Trash the remaining cards, then place this card in your battle area. 1, 2, and 3. The target chosen is Sistermon Ciel. Then Jess has no choice but to play another copy of Ciel for 4 cost. Once again on play, 2, and 3, Hakmon is added to the hand. Turn over. During the active phase, Jesmon unsuspends with Reboot, Draw, and hatching Sakutsumon. First, Ragna Lord will go for security. Check. It is Savior Hakmon, 7k, trashed. Since Jesmon's security reduced, Ragna Lord unsuspends. But with 1 blocker on Jesmon's field, they cannot clinch the game this turn. Evolving Sakutsumon into Chikurimon, Ragna Lord plays Ludomon for 3 cost without activating its on play, and then for 2 cost evolves it into Zuba Eagermon, turning it into a blocker. Turn over. Hatching Gurimon. It evolves into Hakmon. First, Sistermon Noir attacks, Zubamon blocks, but with only 1k DP, it is deleted. The second Noir attacks, Zuba Eager blocks, but with only 4k DP, it is deleted as well. Finally, the third Noir attacks, and Ragna Lord has no choice but to block. With 15k DP, it emerges victorious. With both sides exhausted, Jesmon launches 1 final attack. He has no more Sistermons to play from hand. Ragna Lord has no active blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack and the match is over. The winner of today's Start Deck Showdown is the Jesmon Start Deck.